Hey guys, it's Stanford here from Fun, and today I'm with Team 2659, the RoboWarriors. We're going to go through some of the awesome stuff they got on this robot. Custom 12-motor swerve, a really neat end effector, all the superstructure stuff, their software, and a really cool battery solution. So I got Owen, Zane, and John to help me walk you through it. So stay tuned for all that and more. Another episode of Behind the Bumpers.
This video on Fun was brought to you by viewers like you, and also by the following. The new Robot system by AnyMark can reduce complexity and enable robust builds. Parts aligned to a common 1/2 inch grid, simplifying construction and allowing alignment of both structure and motion components. Robots enables teams to always have the parts they need to complete a build. Head on over to anymark.com/robots to learn more and order today. Fun is continuing to grow and looking for new ad partners for the 2024 season. If your organization has a positive message to spread to our over 250,000 unique viewers, go to firstupdatesnow.com/contact to get more information.
All right, so Owen, go ahead and take us through your end effector and your swerve.
Hi, I'm Owen. I designed this swerve drive here. It uses a double Neo for the drive motor. And we can accelerate up to 15 miles an hour, roughly, and then another Neo for steer. And the motors are up on top on their own individual plate here, which makes it very serviceable so that we can maintenance it a lot easier than we could if the motors were underneath or just attached to the mechanical part. Obviously, we need speed controllers for the Neos, so we came up with a mount down here that holds all three in one position, and it works out super nice. Let's move over to our end effector. We can do cones and cubes. We grab the cone from the top of the cone, and the cubes come over on the back here. Since this one has twice the diameter of that one, we run it at a 2-to-1. And then we have a belt going from this one to the cube shaft back here that it allows us to run it all with a single motor for all three. And then for software, to control the arm, since an arm requires a little bit more complex software than something like an elevator, we actually run a state machine. So each different motion or thing we need to do with the arm has its own set position and an end effector speed that we go to with Xbox controllers, and it's all controlled in it's like about under 1,500 lines of code, so it's decently small for what it has to do. And yep, that's it.
And did these 12-motor swerve modules start out as another off-the-shelf module, or are these completely custom?
It's a completely custom module. We do all the machining in-house on it. Pretty much every part on it's custom. The only things we buy are the electronics and then the gears. But even the bevel gears we machine because the stock one that we buy from Maidler doesn't fit, so we have to do our own modifications to it to mount it.
Super cool. Definitely one of the fastest teams out on the field here at Title Tumble. And next up, I got Zane to walk us through the next part of this robot.
So this is our superstructure and arm. So down here, we have just this base, which is just tube and gusset riveted, but it's bolted to our drive frame so we can easily take off the arm. There's Andersons and easy Wagos just to disconnect and take apart. So first we have chain and sprockets back here, and then we were using the sport gearboxes. It just makes everything really nice and compact. And then we have the same thing up here, but instead of having one on each side, we only needed one. And everything's very simple. We just have bushings up here. The shaft is a little bit bent, but other than that, it's extremely simple.
Very cool. Definitely one of the more unique arm scoring setups that I've seen here. And last up, we're going to go through all the other really cool stuff on this robot.
Howdy. So a very interesting part about our robot would have to be the arm and the way that we pass through the center with this very wide intake in comparison to a lot of robots on the field. As the operator of this robot, not only do we have set positions on the controller using the A, B, and Y, but I also have manual adjustment of the arm using the sticks to change its position live, which if you look at footage from yesterday, our robot was flipped over and we were able to use the arm to flip ourselves back over and get a triple climb. Also, very interesting practice for our team would have to be our batteries. Now, not many people know this, but a battery when it is warm will perform better. So we have here a CVS, not sponsored, heating blanket to warm up our batteries before matches, which has a major effect on the internal resistance, dropping them by up to 7 milliohms of resistance. That's about it from me. I'm going to pass it back over.
That is definitely one of the most unique things I've seen a team doing, but you guys are killing it out there. But one thing we got, one more, is a Rio case that you guys got, so don't walk us through that, Owen.
Yeah, so at the start of the season, we had an interesting design where we had the Rio up on top of a box, and we actually killed an old Rio. So we ended up making this absolutely beefy case that just encases it in its own little unit, and it can't get touched by anything, even if we pull on this port here. So it separates it off, and we really want to protect the Rios because they're super valuable.
Yeah, these guys have been absolutely incredible here at Title Tumble, so look out for them here, look out for them next season, and thank you guys so much for allowing us to interview you guys, and good luck out there.
This video on fun was brought to you by viewers like you and also by the following. The new Robot system by AnyMark can reduce complexity and enable robust builds. Parts aligned to a common 1/2 inch grid, simplifying construction and allowing alignment of both structure and motion components. Robots enables teams to always have the parts they need to complete a build. Head on over to anymark.com/robots to learn more and order today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay up to date on our new videos. Keep the conversation going and provide your input to our content. Most live shows can be found on the First Updates Now YouTube channel, live competitions at twitch.tv/firstupdatesnow, and join our Discord at discord.gg/firstupdatesnow. Check our other social offerings on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.